Hello everyone, this is Michel Painchaud with golfanalytics.com. I'm doing a video response. I'm not in this video. I'm using the V1 software here to answer a Q&A question that we received asking us, can you please compare a baseball swing versus a golf swing? So what I did is pulled up two power hitters that if you looked at them you wouldn't really think that they're both extremely powerful hitters in their individual sports. On the left I have Jose Bautista from the Toronto Blue Jays, and on the right frame Rory McIlroy. So let's take a look at what makes these guys so powerful and what are the similarities between a golf swing and a baseball swing. So in my lessons I do refer to baseball quite often, so let's take a look at some of the key elements. Now the first one I'm going to point out is rotation. So rotation is really the key to these guys generating a lot of power. So if we take a look at Bautista first, I want you to observe his hips. So as he moves into the hitting zone, take a look at his belt buckle, and he hasn't struck the ball yet, but his belt buckle is already pointing to his target. So he's creating what we call the X factor. His hips, if I drew a line with his where his waist is versus his shoulders, it actually creates an X. So if I then flip it over and take a look at Rory McIlroy, you can see he does the same thing. So his shoulders stay behind, but he fires his hips out towards the target. So we have a clear similarity between golf and baseball in this respect with rotational power. Look how both of them throw their hips towards the target. So the next element I'm going to talk about is weight transfer. It's less evident in golf to observe a player's weight transfer, but what we can do is if I draw a line up from the ball to just the edge of Rory McIlroy's head, as he goes back, you can see that, well, excuse me, the camera got a little shifty there, but you can see that his head is now behind this line. So that means that he's loaded up weight onto his right side. Now this is really obvious with Jose Bautista as a baseball player, because we can see that his foot is completely off the ground, so he has no choice but to load up his weight onto that right side. So we have big similarities with regards to weight transfer, loading up onto the right and then unloading onto the left, impact, at impact, and post impact. So we see that Bautista's finishing onto his left leg, Jose Bautista, and Rory McIlroy is doing the same thing. So now he's pushing off from that right side and finishing on his left. The last thing I want to talk about, and I really preach this a lot in my lessons, has to do with connection. So what does connection mean? And I'm going to start back. We'll move from both of them from the tops of their swings through impact here. So when I talk about connection, we're going to watch Jose Bautista first at impact. So there's his impact position, and then we're going to move to Rory McIlroy's impact position. So connection means, and I wrote a blog about this using Iron Man as an example. So Iron Man has a light source or energy source coming out of his chest, where I just put that X there for Rory McIlroy. And if you imagine if it were a light, it should always shine onto the hands. So we see, if I trace that line down from this center position, from his torso, his chest, down towards the hands, you see that everything's lined up. You know, no different in baseball here. If we follow just prior and through impact, we can see that the chest and the hands are lined up. We don't want to get the hands too far behind or too far ahead. This is also a key element to power. So let's watch both of them. We're going to go through taking a look at these 3 points that I discussed. So let's get rid of these lines here. First we have, let's move them together and see if we can get that going. No, that's fine. We'll move them individually. We have Jose Bautista making a powerful swing with his hips through impact. Roy McIlroy using his hips the same way. And I should just point out, it happens first on the downswing. That's really what initiates the impact position, are those hips. Next we have weight transfer, loading up onto the right side and unloading onto the left in both frames. And then lastly, the importance of connection through impact. So moving down towards the ball, Roy McIlroy, his chest and his hands are connected. Jose Bautista at impact, chest and hands connected. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to check us out at golfanalytics.com and submit us your questions. As I said before, you can ask us anything. As you can see, we mix it up a little bit. We had some videos from the course the other day, and it's always fun to get those V1 swing analysis videos out there. So if you notice on our Q&A forum, we have a video upload section. So don't be shy to send us your swing footage as well. Take care.